Hi, I'm G.
I'm A.
And we're the mother-daughter author duo, and welcome to Books and Babble.
Yes. This is our second episode of the Books and Babble show.
Yeah, and we're really excited.
Very excited.
Got a book backdrop.
Yes.
Very nice.
So cool.
I know, I feel like we're in like a false library.
Fancy.
Like you go into those like those homes for that are in sale. What is it called? Retail homes? No, not retail homes. Real estate. You know, like they set up the homes for sale.
Oh,
yeah, and they like put like
they stage them.
Fake books and
fake
stuff.
things.
That's what we're going with. Except for our home's not for sale.
Yeah.
So, and this isn't really that believable, but it's pretty. I like the globe.
Yeah, the globe is really cool.
Yeah.
So, G, what's the dust on your shelf this week?
The dust on my shelf, I think, has to do with her dust from last week.
Oh gosh.
Last week she said she had a splinter, and I had said I liked it.
Yes.
Getting them out,
which was crazy, by the way. I was appalled.
I still like getting them out until you get a splinter in your foot, which happened to me.
That's
and
crazy.
Then you can't really walk on it, and then like it's very hard to kind of get out. And yes, that was not fun. So I really ate my words from last week.
That was karma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It really was. It was from 1 week to I enjoyed getting them out to the next week of all this sucks because
because they do suck. They're not enjoyable.
No, they're not.
They're
especially when you're like
yeah. So when you're an old lady, don't go out and start rubbing the trees. Cause
yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not.
Save the tree rubbing for when you're young.
I don't think that's the lesson either.
How about you? What's the dust on your shelf?
I didn't come prepared with anything.
That's the whole thing. None of this is prepared or talked about, so it is just
I have a tire that keeps losing air.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
That will definitely take the air out of your day. I don't know. I was trying to think of something funny to say and say this isn't prepared. Take the wind out of your sails. Say
that's not bad.
There we go. That one's
really
closer.
Deflates your day.
That's it. That could be it. Good. Yeah, deflating your day. Yeah, there is nothing like that.
Really puts the stops on your day.
Yeah. Yeah. How bad is it?
Oh, it's not bad. It's kind of, it doesn't really happen. I
it's
just
kind
said
of like
something.
a slow
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be annoying. Well, we got mice in ours, so that's fun to find.
That is an interesting find.
That is. Yeah, it's a super mouse though, so there's that.
Are you gonna elaborate on that, or are we gonna skip
over
it?
Real quick.
I think you have to explain.
We were outside, and there was a little baby mouse. I didn't know what it was. It was pink, and it was just like, you could tell it was breathing, and I was not sure what it was, and Pepper found it, and I did not know. I was afraid. I literally had to take a picture with my camera, my phone, and blow it up to see it because my eyeballs did not see it. Now, it was underneath the car, so that's why. And then we were like, figured out what it was, and we were out there, and including the kitty was out there, and we're just staring at it because she doesn't want to touch it either. And all of a sudden, the mama comes up and whoop, picks it up right in front of us and takes off. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, she was saving that little one, and but unfortunately, she ran right up into the car. So there's that.
Yeah.
So we have a super mouse living in our car.
Super mouse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll move on. I digress. I don't know. I will literally keep talking for hours. We are here, though, also to discuss chapters 5 through 9, because we read up to chapter 10 of Wuthering Heights. And what did you think about these next chapters in the book?
I like them better than the first 4.
I did too.
Yeah. Really the only thing that I enjoyed a lot out of the first 3 or the first 4, however many we read last week, but was that it left it off where it was going to be very ominous and like spooky almost. And these last they haven't really picked back up on that at all yet. So I was a little disappointed with that, but I do think that these ones were much better. We got to know the characters more. You know, when I was reading, I have to say the name, I was like, oh, her name's Catherine. But there's another name that we can call her that starts with the letter C.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, are you joking?
Like, I feel like...
yeah, she's awful.
Okay, I get that.
Wait, do you not feel the same way?
I feel like they have painted her not to, like... She is awful, but I feel like they painted her... They've given her reasons. Like, she truly loves Heathcliff. And she
doesn't act much like it, though.
Well, kind of, because she's like, well, he can take care... Well, okay. I guess I can see it that point of view. But she is like, oh no, if I marry this guy, I'll at least be able to take care of him. And he'll, otherwise they're going to be living with nothing. They're not going to have anything. And she's like, get him out from underneath my brother's thumb. Otherwise, if I marry him, then we're stuck here and he's stuck under my brother's rule. So that is her thinking of how to, like, she's trying to be selfless by marrying the other individual.
Oh, I see.
To take care of him. Because she does not even really care about the other guy that much. She said she's marrying him.
We have 2 different views on this. That's so interesting. You think she was being selfless? I thought she was being selfish, and
obviously so does the caretaker, and I love her, and she obviously does as well.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like they're being a little too harsh on her. Like,
I was ready to have her head on a stick. I was like, you're out of here. I was over it. I was so done.
Yeah, I feel like that. No, I feel like she is marrying him. Well, at least she says she's gonna marry him, so that way he can have the money, get out from underneath the brother. So, yeah. And then, and I'm excited. I did like these last chapters better.
Yeah.
Than these ones. So I'm excited to see what comes up. And I love the fact that, like, and I hate to just call her the housekeeper because I forgot her name. Did they state her name? I know they did. They had to have. I'm so
I don't remember. I didn't bring my notes today. I made notes of like the new characters, and I did not. Yeah,
I was going to make notes, but I listened to it while I was like doing housework and stuff, and so I did not. But I was very engaged. It was really, really good.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I like the fact that they. To me, I like it when like the housekeepers and stuff are intelligent and worth something. And I like that.
Yeah, so, they give them like worth instead of just like treating them like, yeah.
Yeah, and now I know why like Heathcliff hates Edgar. Yeah, now I understand that, why he hates him so bad. So.
Yeah, that context was definitely helpful. I will say I did like when they said at one point, I think it was what's the name? Earnsworth or something. What is it?
It's yeah, I know who you're talking about. And see, that's just it. I need to remember the names too.
Earnsworth. Wait, what is it?
Well, there's
do you remember one?
No, I do.
There's like 4 characters with this last name. Earnshaw.
Earnshaw. Yeah.
Earnshaw. Okay, when one of the older ones died in this round of chapters, and they were saying that as kids when they were younger, the character at the time was saying that the kids had like that night he like walked past their bedrooms. Of course they were like crying upset, right, because he died, but he was saying like, oh, the kids have such a better view of like where he is now, the dead man, saying like, oh, they have such a better view of heaven than the rest of the people do. So, you know, all the adults and like the older kids were mourning more, like in a much different way than the kids were, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, that is true. I didn't even pick up on that, to be honest with you. During that whole part, I was just kind of like still stuck on how, like, she was the one to be like, find him dead. Like the adults were like, no, you need to go upstairs. And
Yeah,
like,
and she, yeah.
Good night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So that was pretty depressing. And then I think that kind of like hung over for a little bit. But yeah. I like it. So what chapters are we going to be reading next?
I kind of like this 3 to 4 thing we're doing. That feels good.
Okay, should we do the next chapter? So 4, so we'll read up to chapter 13?
Sure, up to 13. So we'll do 10, 11, 12.
Oh, so should we do up to...
And then up to 13.
13 or 14?
Up to you.
What do you feel?
14.
We're going
Let's
14.
just go 14.
Yeah, we're going to 14. So if you want to read along, we're going to be reading up to chapters 14 for next time.
Yep.
Yeah, and let us know what you think. Like, do you think she's worthy, or do you think she's just
do you think she's being selfless or selfish?
Yeah, because I'm curious to see where everybody falls.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So we have a bookish item that we want to spotlight.
And it is the trusty book stand. This book stand, hold it close. It's been, oh my god, this is probably like 15 years old or more. And it's still cooking. This is like...
I thought it was way newer than that.
No, this is like really, really old. This is back when I was working at the Year Zoo old. It is missing like one of these rubber things because I played with it. Like, come on, that's just super fun to play with. But it opens in like any angle and locks, and then it has these like little neat things that hold your pages. And I'll show you, it's really easy to reach. And it holds your Kindle, and it holds your phone when you're doing videos too, because we need a stand, camera stand. We don't have one.
Yeah, it's propped up on a tissue box right now.
It does like hold your books, and I know like everybody's like, how do you turn your pages? But like I just lift them up. But I also walk around the yard and read with this thing.
The whole stand?
The whole stand. That's how I walk around and read. I hardly ever hold my books because it never breaks the spine.
Oh, see, I'd like to...
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. And then I can just hold it like this, and then when usually I'm outside with the animals doing stuff, and I'm like, oh, I gotta go get that ball. Okay, I'll just set it down. And I just set it down, and then I can just pick it up and get going again. And I can hold it like this, or, you know. And there's lots of fidgets on it, and I'm constantly playing with this. So yeah, definitely. I really enjoy mine.
Do you think that they still sell that nowadays?
Yes and no.
Interesting.
I've got it off of Amazon, and the one that I did find came broken. So I am like, and I'm really surprised because this one has been really sturdy. Like the other one, the thing was already broken in the packaging. But yeah, you can still purchase it on Amazon. It's just not as easy, and I think they're on other sites now too. So,
wow.
Yeah, so definitely.
That's been with you a long time.
Yeah, yes, this is like my to-go. It's my Kindle stand, it's my book stand. I prop it up at night, I prop it up when I eat. I use it when I brush my teeth. I use it everywhere. Like I carry it around and I brush my teeth. I sit on the bathroom sink, and it works. So it's quite lovely. Definitely worth it if you're interested in a stand. I like it, and it's not too breakable, you know. That's what I like about it. It's pretty sturdy.
Well, yeah, it's been with you for so long, and it still looks like it's in fine condition.
And I say that, and I bet you anything it's older than that. It's probably getting on older than that, probably 20 years. Well, you figured I actually purchased All You Kids one, and you were in like high school, and I think your brother was in middle school when I got these for you guys too. So that was many moons ago.
I don't remember ever having one.
Yeah, it's been a while. So Yeah.
Okay, so if you guys tuned into last week's episode.
Yes. Oh, I forgot about this part. Yeah.
We took an old book and we redid the synopsis to make it really hard to figure out what book we're talking about. And we asked you guys to see if you could guess what it is. Do you want to tell them what book we did last week?
Sure. It was Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies. The plane crash. The murder by Rock.
By Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. The kids.
The kids.
Said the kids
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So by that synopsis, would that be a book that you would tend to read today? Because I'm not sure if I would have picked that up today, to be honest with you. It sounds a little... I have a thing now, after being an adult mother, to where I don't like to read a whole lot about, like, kids and torture. I just don't know why. I feel like I'm getting more sensitive as I get older with that.
Okay.
And I have my lines drawn, and that is like one of them. So to be honest with you, I don't know how I would have read that. No.
See, I know. Okay, so because we obviously write books together, and there are times when we're brainstorming for our books. There are times that I'll suggest something, and you'll run with it and be like, oh yeah, like that sounds good. And what if we did this? But there are times that you have a hard stop where you're like, no, I will not put that in there. And every time it is not to do with, although we haven't added like children really into our books, but
we haven't. Right.
But the only time that's ever happened where we've hit your limit where you're like, nope, I don't want to write about that, and I don't want that in the story, is if it's about an animal trying to convince you to kill off an animal in a story or hurt an animal in a story is like impossible.
I have a hard time.
It's so hard, yeah.
Yeah. But I have to also say, the amount of times that you will say, they have to die.
They have to die.
They have to die. And it's amazing. It's amazing. They have to die.
They have to die. They have to.
That's exactly the way she says it. Like, you know,
Yeah.
We gotta
kill the cat. We gotta kill the, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. I know they may be your favorite character, but they gotta go.
They gotta go.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, man, I really like that person. But yeah, that's definitely legit.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah. So tune in next week where we will discuss the up to chapter 14, right? Yes.
Up to 14. Yeah. Okay.
Up to 14.
Yep.
I know, it's so funny we're doing it like odd reading things in between. Most
It's
people
just
be
random.
like, do the 5.
10 to 5, yeah.
10 to 5. But we're not. So we're doing the 4.
Yeah.
14.
This is our pace.
It's a good one though. I like it. I mean,
it's okay. It hasn't like. I mean, right now I put it at like one, maybe 2 stars.
the book.
Yeah.
I would
Nothing's
go
really
higher with that.
I mean, nothing's really happened. It's hard to read.
I'm audibling it, so it's a huge difference on that perspective.
Yeah.
Like it's easy for me, but like
Yeah.
So I know nothing really has happened, but yeah, I would definitely.
I mean, the characters are interesting, but yeah, I mean, nothing has knocked my socks off. I haven't been overly shocked or surprised by anything that's happened. It's just so far a story, so we'll see where it goes. It is just so far. There's characters talking. There's
story, and we will discuss it next week.
It's true though. Nothing surprising has happened. Nothing exciting. It's just literally been people talking, which is fine. It's but it's just right now. It's just a story. I'm very much the books that I enjoy are very like fast paced. Lots of stuff happens, and this is just kind of like okay.
I know. I'm anxious.
Waiting
to see what happens
for
next.
like the shoe to drop or something. But I mean, we're still early on in the book though.
Yeah,
So.
that's true. Yep.
Yeah.
So very nice. So enjoy the next chapters of the story, and then we can meet again to talk.
Yes.
And we can't wait to hear what you think.
Yes.
So
And that's another Babble about books.
Yes, thank you.